What's up YouTube, Capital G here. Got a nice little super heavy samurai duel for you guys to check out. He's going to be facing down the Layer of Darkness deck. I actually just thought about that. Do we call this Layer of Darkness? Because Layer of Darkness is technically like the structure deck in the field spell, not really what the archetype is called. I guess it's really not like an official archetype. It's just kind of like dark support. But, you know, I guess that's really not that important. SHS at the top. I feel like Super Heavy Samurai could maybe be a decent rogue deck if they got all of their cards imported to the TCG, especially with Light a Second making the deck significantly faster and just more stable, able to get you 2 cards and then actually fix your hand in other turns. Like, it's definitely a card that gives the deck a boost. I was worried about this matchup for SHS because Super Heavy Samurai can get these really big monsters in defense mode that are like they're practically impossible to kill. However, if your opponent is tributing those monsters, like, that's not a very good omen. So let's see exactly how this duel is going to play out. I believe Lair of Darkness is up first. Sometimes I have a problem with bricking with the deck. If he would have had like I don't know, a Lilith here, he would have been pretty good. Flutus is going to get hit with the Impermanence, but that's fine. What he's actually going to do is he's going to get some cards in the graveyard, and since he did tributes, even though it didn't resolve, he still gets a token. So, you know, he found the way to get himself a little bit of advantage there. I guess it kind of works out in the end. He's going to get hit with the little girls, the Ghost Girl, which is going to negate that effect in the graveyard, but it doesn't even matter. He's going to equip it. It's 3,800. He's going to attack directly, and he's going to use that Torrential Tribute on that second copy of the token being summoned, but his Super Heavy Samurai monster is going to be protected from destruction here. He's pretty much got to do something now because and this is one of the problems with Lair of Darkness. Sometimes you brick, you can't get up to a monster because they don't really have that many good monsters except like Diablo, Sarima, and Lilith. You can kind of struggle. Obviously, Ogre's not doing anything. He's going to tribute his opponent's monster, which is going to at least temporarily slow the bleeding. His opponent's going to get that token, which can start attacking, and he gets a Metaverse, which obviously is not very good because he already has a monster. He's desperate, so he has to set his copy of Ghost Ogre, and you see him activating those copies of Light a Second. Like, the thing about Super Heavy Samurai is if you give them this much time, it's only a matter of time before he gets to the cards that he wants to. He has one in the graveyard, another copy in the hand, so you keep letting him draw cards and he will fix his hand eventually. Now he's gonna summon something I never thought I would see at Super Heavy Samurai. I believe this is Odin. Shout outs to Thor Ragnarok, but his opponent is going to counter with that Scapegoat. Finally has something he can actually use here, and I thought about it. I was like, I don't think I've ever seen a Borlo Dragon fight with an Odin. So, you know, I don't know, man. Borlo Dragon is strong, but can it take down a Norse god? We'll have to find out. So he's going to use the effect of Link Karibo, which lets him summon Diablos. He's going to take that Norse god, and this is really smart here. Not only is he going to summon Diablos because of the Link Karibo, he's actually going to throw the Norse god because he's going to lose it during his opponent's next turn anyways. And because of that, he gets a whole bunch of tokens. That was actually a really resourceful play. You summon Diablos out of your hand, getting a big monster, and he gets the Borload. He ends up taking the Odin, getting rid of that, and taking a card out of his opponent's hand as well. But Super Heavy Samurai are never going to be outdone. He fixes his hand for what, the 3rd time with Light a Second, and check this out. This was, oh my god, this is like one punch level right here. It says the Super Heavy Samurai that he made, Kubi. This card is actually in a great position because his opponent controls 4 special summon monsters, and this guy says if you have no spells or traps in your graveyard, this card gains 900 defense for each special summon monster your opponent has. So actually, all those tokens and all those powerful monsters are quite hurting him right now, and it's gonna get 1,000 more defense based on this guy right here equipping to it, and he's able to give his opponent a nice little kick in the butt that actually ends out the duel. I don't know about this, man. The card of Demise. I mean, I guess it could have worked if he would have gotten it about 3 turns earlier because he desperately needed to unbrick his deck, but you know, sometimes that's just how it goes. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this short little duel. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already. Turn on that notification bell for daily videos.